everything he asked for, he's also delivered on. With that being said, best team he's ever had. It's the best team he has ever had. How much pressure is on Lamar Jackson?
All of it. I mean, you just said this is the best team he's ever had, going up against Patrick Mahomes. And we've been arguing all season, this could possibly be the worst team Patrick Mahomes has, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
I'm looking at this. 27th in turnovers for that Chiefs defense, right? Led the league in drop passes. We've been talking about that. Not 1,000-yard receiver, including tight ends, right? Most interceptions Patrick Mahomes has threw in a season in his career. So you got Lamar Jackson about to win MVP #2.
Yep.
New offensive coordinator, just got paid, has a #1 defense in football. And Patrick Mahomes is coming to the bank. Yeah, that's Baltimore Stadium, right? They coming to the bank. They coming to the stadium. You cannot lose this game. And I understand it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, like my dog Shady always say, Lamar Jackson cannot lose this game. All the pressure is on Lamar Jackson. He has never touched a Super Bowl. He has never took a snap in a Super Bowl game. Patrick Mahomes has took millions of them. He just gets there every single time. This is what I do. So ain't no pressure on Patty. And he coming on the road. Everybody like Patrick Mahomes got to go on the road and win the game and all. No pressure on Patty. No pressure on Andy Reid. All the pressure is on Lamar Jackson. We said it. This is his 6th straight one. Nobody is knocking him off consistently. Joe Burrow did it once. The GOAT, Tom Brady did. Nobody is knocking Patrick Mahomes off this throne consistently. Somebody got to show us that they can. Josh Allen did not show us that last week. Had Patrick Mahomes at the crib. Lamar Jackson, it is your turn. Right now, everybody's saying Patrick Mahomes is the 2nd best player in football. That's what they're saying. He about to win MVP.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that.
That's what the league's saying.
What league?
MVP mean you the best.
Yo. Nobody's saying that.
MVP mean you
I was
the best
confused.
player.
Are you saying that?
The league saying that.
Are you saying that?
The league is saying that. MVP. You got to get this one done, Lamar. All of the pressure is on Lamar Jackson. If he loses this game, we're not going to say it's the defense fault.
Nope.
We are not going to say it's Harbaugh's fault.
Nope.
We are not going to say it's Zay Flowers' fault.
Hell
We're
no.
going straight to #8. Lamar Jackson, it is your fault. You cannot get it done. All the pressure is on Lamar.
We don't condone that MVP means you better than Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, that's what it's saying this year.
That's
we all, we were like, we were wishing you was rolling.
Hey, whether we want to believe it or not, that's what the world
he kept saying.
So you voted for Patty?
They keep saying that. I'm like, who's that? You know.
So maybe I'm talking to him because he's a voter.
That's not, I don't think that's
He ain't voting for Patty.
I hear you, James, but Mahomes is Thanos. He just sounds good.
A little click.
Yes.
Just like that. It's just a dream crusher. He's going to mess up a lot of people's legacies and a lot of people's stories. Yeah. He's already doing it. I don't think there is that much pressure on Lamar because I don't look at the Chiefs' regular season as it matters anymore. That was cute. All right, you had a down regular season. Then you went and beat the Dolphins, who I know look terrible in the cold, but they did hang 70 on somebody this year. They were leading the division.
It was elite.
At one point.
For the most part, yeah.
I mean, well, whatever. They had enough to get there, beat them. Yeah. Then they went on the road and beat Josh Allen. I don't care about what happened in the regular season. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's the Chiefs. You back in the AFC Championship game. Low-key, everyone expects Patrick Mahomes to win this.
Oh.
I don't really think there's that much pressure on Lamar. Lamar already achieved something he hadn't done in his career yet, which is get to an AFC Championship game. He's going to win his 2nd MVP. He already has a unanimous one. Right. He validated the hire of the new offensive coordinator. He's led his team, which is the best team in the AFC, to the AFC Conference Championship game, where they're supposed to be, since they're the best team in the AFC. So, yeah, it's not that there's no pressure on Lamar. But outside of Lamar having an absolutely atrocious game, we're going to be like, damn, it's Patrick Mahomes. Like, don't nobody beat Patrick Mahomes. Brady and Burrow so far.
Lamar lose this one.
I think all the pressure's on Lamar.
Oh, all of it.
All of it? All of it. My homeboy for the Chiefs, he texted me today. He said, Acho, explain to me why y'all got the Ravens winning. I simply said, this is the best team Patrick Mahomes has ever played against.
Wait, real quick.
I was like, I know he ain't gonna just ask me. He ain't gonna let you slide.
We get to your take and all that, right? If you good at the takes. Is this the same homeboy that told you don't pick the Bills, but pick?
Same one.
I'm done with that homeboy. Continue. That's the same brother.
As soon as you find out, right here, Shady, I knew
he texts you a lot, don't he?
He do. That's my dog. He literally texted me and said, why y'all got the Ravens winning? I said, because it's the best team that Patrick Mahomes has ever played against. Yeah. Ever. And Shady, you were there. Like,
on the road.
Ever. I don't think Patrick Mahomes has ever played against a team this good, Super Bowl or not.
Defense-wise, yeah.
A #1 defense, an MVP quarterback, and a Super Bowl winning head coach. Quite literally, in the history of football, when there have been #1 defenses and MVP quarterbacks, we've seen it 4 previous times. Every one of those teams has made the Super Bowl. You got Brett Favre in '96. You got Bradshaw's teams. You got to go back to the Colts, and you got to go back to Bart Starr, who we all know of.
Oh.
If you have an MVP quarterback and a #1 defense, you go to the Super Bowl. That's it. And I didn't even mention a Super Bowl winning head coach, family. So not only, Lamar, are you playing on the best team you have ever been a part of, you're playing against the worst team Patrick Mahomes has ever been a part of, and you're also you're making Patrick Mahomes go against the best team he's ever faced. How can you lose? If you lose to Patrick Mahomes now, I will say it again, when will you ever win? #1 scoring defense, Super Bowl head coach, a healthy roster. Mark Andrews likely will return. If you can't beat Pat now, when you going to beat Pat? I think all the pressure's on him, 2-5.
I won't say all the pressure, but some pressure's on Lamar. Enough is on Lamar. But real quick, before I give my take, if Lamar beats Patrick Mahomes, right, and the young guys, the receivers dropping the balls, they have the most drops in football, if that happens, we're not going to talk about that, right? We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about Pat losing. We're not talking about nobody, the worst team he's ever played on. Nobody's even talking about that.
Both of these dudes. Yeah.
Are we going to talk about it, or are we not?
No, you're right. We'll talk about Pat losing. We'll talk about Lamar losing as well, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, you saying, like, it's the worst team he's ever had. That don't even matter. It's about beating Patrick Mahomes, the king of the throne.
Yes, sir.
And it's about Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, winning. That's all it's about. So that's why I give some of the pressure on Lamar, but not all of it, because Pat got to win too, though, right? It went from them dudes being, they're not the same Chiefs team, all that. They get in the playoffs, they beat the Dolphins. Man, they're looking good again. They go to Buffalo, they got to lose to Buffalo. Everybody said they're going to lose to Buffalo. Everybody. And they win. Oh, wait, Pat's back again. So now all that pressure that Lamar has, like, well, it is Patrick Mahomes. So it changed up the dynamics of the conversation.
Yeah.
Because now you're not going against the Patrick Mahomes of the bad team and all that in the regular season. You're going back to 6-time straight AFC Championship Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So I can't give Lamar all the pressure. And another thing is, like, it's time for someone else to beat Patrick Mahomes. We waiting. Everybody in America is either in Kansas City, they're going for the Chiefs, and the whole America is going for the Ravens. Because we tired of seeing Pat win. It was the same thing. I keep saying it with Brady. We got to fix our minds. When Brady was running these things, I didn't even like Brady. I told him, when I met him, I said, I didn't even like you. I seen him in one of the Pro Bowl things we had. And he's like, well, why, Shady? And I didn't know. And I said, I do know. I'm hating. You win every year, and I'm tired of it. It's the same thing with the Chiefs. So you can't give all the pressure to Lamar because we want to see Pat lose.
Here's the hard part for me, though. If Lamar loses, we all have to ask ourselves, how much worse is Lamar than Pat? Like, we try not to ask that question. If Lamar loses, we have to ask ourselves, how much worse is Lamar than Pat? Yeah. Like, we try to avoid the question just because we don't want to compare those two. We love Lamar, we love Pat, MVPs. But if Lamar loses, then we got to look ourselves in the mirror and say, Lamar's team is significantly better than Pat's. Team, defense, offense.
Right.
Lamar's coach got a Super Bowl, Pat's coach got a Super Bowl. So if Lamar loses, now we literally have to say it is only because Patrick Mahomes is that much better than you. Yeah. His defense ain't better. His coach can't be that much better. His offense ain't better. He is better than you. And that just hurts. That just hurts. It hurts.
He is better. James went on.
Yeah. That much.
Yes. Pat is up here, just up on the shelf. Put a lock on it, click. And everybody else is here, and we have the conversations about everybody else. Who else is close to Pat?
It should be Lamar. Because remember, if Lamar goes and wins a Super Bowl this year, all of a sudden Lamar is only down Pat one Super Bowl. He got 2 MVPs. One's unanimous.
We're getting really crazy.
We ain't trying. Well, you don't want to do that. No, but because it's so much evidence to show. And I love Lamar Jackson, but since we playing this game, if I go in this computer of yours, your laptop, and go through all the accolades and all the stuff that Patrick Mahomes has accomplished compared to Lamar, like.
But here's my point.
Come on, man.
I don't think it would be as far off as you think. Now, it's as far off in narrative form, but when you get to look past MVP, but see, when you start counting, you said earlier in today's show, Patrick Mahomes is ahead of Lamar Jackson in wins. So wins, Lamar would be right here.
Okay.
In MVPs, Lamar would be here.
Okay.
In Super Bowl MVPs, Lamar would be right here.
What about numbers? What about what we play for, them stats? When I see other running back and he talking this talk and I'm talking about talk, you know what, bro? What's the numbers look like? What they gonna look like?
I think that's when Lamar would be like, look, I run. What you're running, like Lamar would have to make a different argument. But I'm just saying,
but not only that, Lamar's argument will be with a Super Bowl and 2 MVPs too. So I understand in that we saying you got the numbers and you throw the football better than me and you do all that. I got 2 MVPs too, bro, and a Super Bowl championship. So yes, it may be some things that you may do better than me.
And I do better than you.
And I do better than you, but I'm right there too. From that standpoint.
This is not a serious conversation. You know what? Let me give you a story. You know I like to do stories.
Yes, sir.
First time I got the teammates with Tom Brady, 2020, right? I'm winding down my career. I'm still me a little championship. Let me get that. And we talked about quarterbacks, right? And like me, Mike Evans, all the skill positions talking to Tom. And I think we was talking about Joe Montana and all the good quarterbacks. Bro said, I ain't worried about them. I'm chasing Jordan. So when y'all talking about this Lamar thing and all that, like Pat is on a whole nother level. Yeah. Like what we talking about?
Who's Lamar chasing though?
I don't know. I think Lamar's chasing Pat.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Pat is chasing Brady. It's 2 different conversations. So when you ask me, like, is there a level between them? And I love Lamar. It's not even close.
Yeah, but
and y'all boys know this.
But it's 2 different conversations right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Right now, it's not close.
Agreed.
If Lamar win, it's still not close.
No, that's right.
No, because you're going straight to.
Bro, I'm going with
talent at the quarterback.
I'm not even going. I won't even go to talent. That's a whole nother level too, right?
Yes,
but I'm talking about what Pat has done already. He's doing something that Brady was doing.
Okay, so listen.
We're talking about the dude has a dynasty yet. What are we talking about?
Pat has 2 MVPs.
Man.
2 Super Bowl MVPs.
I'm gonna let
and 2
y'all
rings.
do that.
Lamar is about to have 2 MVPs.
I don't get what's confused. I'm
confused. He can beat Patty and get to the Super Bowl.
And we gonna have
a Super Bowl ring.
And we gonna have a conversation for America to see that basically whose throne it is, like who the guy is. That what he's trying to fix?
That would definitely be a conversation.
All right.
That will definitely be.
I'm gonna call off sick for that day. So let me know.
Are we talking about the same Patrick Mahomes that has played in 3 Super Bowls?
Yeah, we're talking about him.
Won 2 of them and 2 Super Bowl MVPs and 2 regular season MVPs and gone to 6 straight. 6
no break straight.
Let's see, y'all
AFC Conference Championship games.
Patty. We're not saying that.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying it's not close. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
that with what Lamar has accomplished. That's all I'm saying.
But why? Like this starts to sound like we're hating on Lamar.
I love Lamar. I can't hate Lamar.
Lamar is an incredible talent. He's a 2-time league MVP. He is a walk-in, shoe-in 100% Hall of Famer.
So then where's how is it not close?
Levels. Like nobody. You know why? How we don't? You know how when I start losing it, like when I start tripping, when every time we start comparing somebody to Tom Brady, I start like malfunctioning and foaming at the mouth and stuff because it sounds nuts. There's no reason to even do it. It's a waste of everyone's time and breath and energy. There's nobody. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about it unless it's Joe Montana. Like, because Joe was the GOAT, undisputed, until Tom Brady came along. All right, so there's those levels. And now we don't even talk about Joe Montana like that because Tom Brady has gone so far beyond. Mahomes is like that right now. So it's not to say that Lamar won't close the gap, but that's like, okay, I went like this and you still all the way over there. Mahomes is not. Why are we doing this?
Well, so first off, if Lamar wins and wins a championship,
cool.
We're not saying that he's better than Patrick Mahomes.
I know you're not saying that.
But he is closing the door.
Is he closer? Oh, he's closer.
Like Lamar
but it's still a nice.
No question.
Still nice
the man
amount.
has been to 6. The man has 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 championships.
That's right.
But Josh is way far away as we sit here right now.
Correct.
If Lamar,
talking about Josh.
I know, but I'm just saying it because he ain't gonna get to a Super Bowl this year.
Here's my question, 2-5. Here's my question, because I'm usually try to be not that wild in my thoughts. So when you say it's wild, I'm like, let me try to unwild it.
Yeah, unwild it for me, please.
Lamar Jackson has won 14 games in 2 of his 6 seasons. Mm-hmm. It's hard to do. I think Patrick Mahomes has done it in 2 or 3 of his 6 seasons. Andy, off camera, help me out. Patrick Mahomes has 2 MVPs. Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson's about to have 2 MVPs.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. If Lamar Jackson can get a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, what I am saying is people will argue, and I would at least listen to the argument. You don't have to. You played with Pat. You know how good he is. But I would listen to the argument of somebody saying, yo, Lamar trying to take that throne. Because Pat can say, hey, I've thrown for 50 touchdowns. Lamar, you've never done that. Lamar can say, hey, I've thrown for 3,000 and rushed for 1,000. You've never done that. I'm just sitting here saying to myself, If Lamar can beat Pat,
I got you.
get to a Super Bowl, have 2 MVPs and a unanimous MVP, Pat doesn't have a unanimous MVP, there will be an argument that at a minimum I will listen to. But there will be an argument to say, oh, tell me why you think Lamar is there. Because he got 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl MVP. So tell me how that is asinine, how it's crazy, how you don't even want to, like, tell me.
I think Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal quarterback. I think he's a great player. I truly believe that. When we talk about Patrick Mahomes, we talk about him as if he's one of the best who's ever done it, right? We talk about him as like he's chasing Tom Brady. What is he, 27? 20, how is Pat? 27, something like that? And his 6 years of starting, dog, all he has done
Super Bowl, AFC Championship.
is go to the AFC Championship in a row, right? Think about that when we talking about. So when you talk about Lamar Jackson, listen, bro, I'm with you. I think Lamar is phenomenal. But they are far apart. Right. They are far apart right now, and if you win the championship, they'll still be far apart. You got to catch up to me, man.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.